Once upon a time, in the colorful town of Cheerfulville, there was a little boy named Timmy who loved to smile. Timmy had the most infectious grin you could ever see, and he spread happiness wherever he went. Every morning, Timmy would wake up with a big smile on his face. He would greet his family with a cheerful good morning, and his bright smile would light up the room. Timmy's parents were always amazed at how their little boy could find joy in the simplest of things. One sunny day, as Timmy was playing in the park, he noticed a sad-looking girl sitting on a bench all alone. Her name was Lily, and she had just moved to Cheerfulville. She missed her old friends and was feeling a bit lonely. Timmy's heart went out to Lily, and he knew he had to do something to make her smile. He walked over to her and said, "Hi, my name is Timmy. Want to play with me?" His warm smile instantly made Lily feel better, and they became fast friends. From that day on, Timmy and Lily were inseparable. They played together at the park, had picnics under the big oak tree, and laughed at the silliest jokes. Timmy's smile was like a magic wand that turned sadness into happiness. As the days went by, Timmy's reputation as the smiling kid spread throughout Cheerfulville. More and more children wanted to be friends with him. They loved spending time with Timmy because his smile was like a ray of sunshine on even the cloudiest days. One afternoon, as Timmy and his friends were playing tag, they saw a grumpy old man walking by. His name was Mr. Grumperson, and he was known for never smiling or being happy. "Let's make Mr. Grumperson smile," Timmy declared with determination. His friends were intrigued by the idea, but they knew it wouldn't be easy. Mr. Grumperson was famous for being grumpy, after all. Undeterred, Timmy approached Mr. Grumperson and said, "Good afternoon, sir. Would you like to join our game of tag? It's a lot of fun." He flashed his biggest smile, hoping to work his magic. To everyone's surprise, Mr. Grumperson's frown softened just a bit. He looked at Timmy's smiling face and muttered, "I don't play games with kids." But there was a hint of curiosity in his voice. Timmy didn't give up. He knew that deep down everyone had a reason to smile. "That's okay, sir. But did you know that smiling makes you feel better? It's like a superpower we all have," he said. Mr. Grumperson raised an eyebrow, intrigued by what Timmy had said. "Superpower, you say?" "Yes. When you smile, it releases happy chemicals in your brain, and it can even make others around you feel happier too," Timmy explained. For the first time in a long while, Mr. Grumperson cracked a tiny smile. It wasn't a big grin like Timmy's, but it was a start. The children cheered, and Timmy's friends joined in, showing their own smiles. From that day on, Timmy and his friends made it their mission to make Mr. Grumperson smile. They would draw funny pictures, tell jokes, and even do silly dances, just to see him smile a little more each day." Slowly but surely, Mr. Grumperson's grumpiness started to fade away. As the weeks passed, something incredible happened in Cheerfulville. The whole town seemed happier and more united. Timmy's contagious smile had created a ripple effect, and now everyone was spreading kindness and joy like never before. People started organizing smile-themed events and competitions, celebrating the power of happiness. The annual Cheerfulville Smile Day became a much-awaited event where the whole town came together to smile, laugh, and appreciate the little things in life. The mayor of Cheerfulville recognized Timmy's extraordinary gift and declared him the official chief happiness officer of the town. Timmy was humbled by the title, but continued to do what he loved most, making others smile. As time went on, Timmy and his friends grew up, but they never forgot the magic of their childhood smiles. They carried the lessons of kindness and positivity with them into adulthood, making the world a better place one smile at a time. And so, the story of Timmy, the smiling kid of Cheerfulville, became a legend that would be told for generations. His simple act of kindness had transformed an entire town and taught everyone the power of a smile. Remember, dear children, that a smile is not just a facial expression, it is a superpower that can change the world around you. So, never forget to smile, for your smile can brighten even the darkest of days and bring joy to all who see it. And they all lived happily ever after, sharing smiles and spreading happiness, just like Timmy, the smiling kid of Cheerfulville. The end. Son- Once upon a time, in the enchanted land of Grinsville, there was a young girl named Rosie who had the most magical smile. Her smile could brighten up the darkest corners and bring joy to even the grumpiest of creatures. Rosie lived in a cozy cottage at the edge of the enchanted forest with her loving parents, Mr. and Mrs. Meadows. From the day Rosie was born, she had a radiant smile that would melt the hearts of all who saw it. As Rosie grew older, her smile became even more powerful. It was said that her smile had the ability to make flowers bloom and animals dance. Whenever she visited the village, people would line up just to catch a glimpse of her glowing smile. One day, when Rosie was exploring the enchanted forest, she came across a sad-looking unicorn named Sparkle. Sparkle had lost her way and couldn't find her way back to her herd. "Oh, dear unicorn, don't be sad," Rosie said with a warm smile. "I will help you find your way home." With her cheerful demeanor and radiant smile, Rosie guided Sparkle through the winding paths of the forest until they reached the meadow where Sparkle's herd was waiting. "Thank you, Rosie," Sparkle said, tears of gratitude in her eyes. "Your smile is truly magical." From that day on, Rosie and Sparkle became the best of friends. They would embark on adventures together, exploring the mystical wonders of Grinsville. Wherever they went, they brought happiness and laughter to everyone they met. One evening, as Rosie was sitting on a hill, watching the sunset, she noticed a little creature hiding behind a bush. It was a tiny goblin named Grumble who always seemed to be in a bad mood. Rosie approached Grumble cautiously and said, "Hi, I'm Rosie. Why do you look so sad?" Grumble scowled and muttered, "Nobody likes me. I'm too grumpy for anyone to be friends with me." Rosie smiled gently and said, "I don't believe that. Let me show you the power of a smile." She smiled at Grumble, and a magical glow surrounded him. To his surprise, Grumble felt a warm feeling in his heart. It was as if Rosie's smile had melted away all the grumpiness inside him. He couldn't help but smile back. As they spent more time together, Grumble's grumpiness faded away, and he learned to smile and laugh like never before. Rosie's magical smile had transformed him into a kind and joyful goblin. Word about Rosie's miraculous gift spread far and wide, and soon creatures from distant lands began to visit Grinsville to experience the magic of her smile. The kingdom became a place of laughter, happiness, and harmony. The Queen of Grinsville, hearing of Rosie's remarkable abilities, invited her to the Royal Smile Festival, a grand celebration of happiness and joy. Rosie was honored to attend and spread her magical smile to all the attendees. At the festival, Rosie met a young boy named Toby, who was unable to walk and felt lonely in his wheelchair. Rosie didn't see a disability, she saw a friend who needed a reason to smile. She held out her hand, inviting Toby to join in the festivities. With a radiant smile on his face, Toby took her hand, and together they danced and laughed, forgetting all their worries. Rosie's smile had the power to make Toby feel like he was flying, and for the first time, he felt truly happy. From that day on, Toby and Rosie became inseparable friends. Rosie would visit Toby often, and they would explore the kingdom together, bringing smiles to everyone they met. As Rosie's fame as the smiling princess of Grinsville spread, she was called upon to help other lands in need of joy and laughter. She traveled far and wide, spreading happiness wherever she went. One day, while exploring a distant land, Rosie came across a gloomy castle. It belonged to a lonely and reclusive prince named Edward, who had forgotten how to smile. He had locked himself away in his castle, away from the world. With her unwavering determination, Rosie ventured into the castle and sought out Prince Edward. She found him in a dimly lit room, surrounded by shadows of sadness. "Hello, Prince Edward. My name is Rosie, and I've come to share my magical smile with you," she said gently. Prince Edward looked up, surprised by her presence. "Why would you want to help me?" "I'm cursed with eternal sadness." "Nobody is cursed forever, Prince Edward," Rosie replied with a kind smile. "Let me show you the power of a smile." With her glowing smile, Rosie cast away the shadows of sadness that had enveloped Prince Edward. He felt a warmth in his heart, unlike anything he had experienced before. "Thank you, Rosie," he whispered, tears of gratitude in his eyes. "You've shown me that there's still hope for happiness in my life." From that day on, Prince Edward emerged from his castle and joined Rosie on her adventures. As they traveled together, they brought joy and laughter to every kingdom they visited. Rosie's fame as the smiling princess grew even more, and she became a symbol of hope and happiness for the entire realm. With her magical smile, she had transformed Grinsville and beyond into a land of laughter and joy. The king and queen of Grinsville were so impressed by Rosie's selfless acts of kindness that they declared her the official Smile Ambassador of the kingdom. They built a beautiful castle in her honor, where she could continue to spread happiness and love to all. As the years went by, Rosie's legacy lived on, and the enchanting land of Grinsville flourished like never before. Every year, the Royal Smile Festival celebrated the magic of Rosie's smile, reminding everyone that a smile could change lives and brighten the world. And so, dear children, the tale of Rosie, the smiling princess of Grinsville, became a timeless story of the power of kindness and the magic of a smile. Remember that no matter how small or big you are, your smile can bring light to the darkest places and fill hearts with joy. So, let your smiles shine bright, and may you spread happiness wherever you go, just like Rosie, the girl with the most magical smile. The end. Rainbow Sun with Face. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom called Joyland, there lived a little girl named Lily. Lily had a unique gift. Her smile could make anything come to life. Flowers would dance, toys would play, and even the stars would twinkle brighter when Lily smiled. Lily lived in a small cottage with her loving parents, Mr. and Mrs. Meadows. They knew about her magical smile and always encouraged her to use it to bring happiness to others. One sunny morning, Lily decided to go on an adventure in the enchanted forest. She skipped and twirled along the winding path, her smile lighting up the entire forest. Birds chirped merrily, and the trees swayed in delight as she passed by. As she ventured deeper into the forest, Lily heard a soft, whimpering sound. Following the sound, she discovered a little, lost bunny named Snowflake. The bunny's ears drooped, and her eyes were filled with tears. "Oh, don't be sad, little Snowflake," Lily said, beaming with her magical smile. "I'll help you find your way back home." With a magical touch of her smile, Lily brought a map to life, showing them the way to Snowflake's burrow. Together, they followed the map, and soon they reached Snowflake's family. The bunny's parents were overjoyed to see their little one safe and sound. "Thank you, Lily," Snowflake's mother said. "Your smile is truly magical." Lily giggled, "It's just my special gift." "I'm happy to help." Word of Lily's magical smile spread throughout Joyland, and soon creatures from far and wide sought her help. The kingdom became a place of wonder and joy, thanks to Lily's kindness and her radiant smile. One day, Lily received a letter from a neighboring kingdom asking for her help. The kingdom of Sunshineville was facing a terrible drought, and the once lush fields had turned brown and dry. Lily knew she had to help, so she set off on a journey to Sunshineville. When she arrived, she saw the sadness in the eyes of the villagers. Their smiles had disappeared along with the greenery. Lily wasted no time. She smiled at the clouds, encouraging them to release their rain. With each smile, a drop of rain fell, and soon the entire kingdom was covered in a gentle shower. The people of Sunshineville cheered as the rain revived their fields and gardens. The land transformed from brown to green, and the smiles returned to everyone's faces. The king and queen of Sunshineville were grateful to Lily for her magical assistance. They invited her to stay in their palace as a guest of honor. But Lily was a humble girl, and she missed her home in Joyland. She thanked the king and queen and said, "I appreciate your kindness, but I must return to my family. My magical smile is strongest when I am surrounded by the ones I love." The king and queen understood, and they bid Lily farewell with tears of joy in their eyes. Back in Joyland, Lily continued to use her magical smile to bring happiness to everyone. She played with the animals, danced with the fairies, and made friends with the most unlikely of creatures. One day, as Lily was playing in the meadow, she noticed a sad-looking scarecrow standing alone in the field. The scarecrow's name was Sunny, and he had always wanted to see the world beyond the meadow. Lily smiled warmly at Sunny and said, "Don't worry, I'll take you on an adventure." With a touch of her magical smile, Sunny came to life. He jumped off his pole and twirled around with joy. Lily and Sunny embarked on exciting adventures together, exploring new lands and making friends wherever they went. Word of Lily's adventures with Sunny spread throughout Joyland, and soon other inanimate objects wanted to experience the magic of her smile. The trees, the rocks, and even the river came to life, all thanks to Lily's enchanting smile. As the years passed, Lily's fame as the smiling princess grew far and wide. People from distant lands came to see her magical smile and experience the happiness it brought. One day, Lily received a special invitation from the king and queen of a faraway kingdom. They had heard about her magical smile and wanted her to bring happiness to their people. Lily was excited about the new adventure and set off with a joyful heart. The journey was long, but she knew her smile would light the way. When Lily arrived at the kingdom, she saw that the people were living in darkness. The land was covered in thick, gloomy clouds, and the people had forgotten how to smile. Lily knew she had a big task ahead of her, but she was determined to bring back the joy. With every step she took, her magical smile shone brighter, and the clouds began to part. She smiled at the children, and they laughed and played. She smiled at the adults, and their hearts were filled with warmth. The kingdom came, alive with joy and happiness, all thanks to Lily's magical smile. The king and queen were overjoyed with the transformation of their kingdom. They thanked Lily from the bottom of their hearts and asked her to stay as their guest. But Lily knew her journey wasn't over yet. There were still so many places where her smile could bring happiness. She bid farewell to the kind king and queen and continued on her adventures. From that day on, Lily's smile became a symbol of hope and happiness in every corner of the world. She traveled far and wide, bringing laughter and joy wherever she went. She made friends with mermaids in the deep blue sea, danced with fairies in the mystical forests, and even brought smiles to the faces of grumpy trolls. But no matter where she went, Lily never forgot her home in Joyland. It was there that her magical smile had first blossomed, and it was there that she felt the happiest. And so, dear children, the story of Lily, the smiling princess of Joyland, became a legend that would be told for generations. Her magical smile brought happiness to all, and her kind heart touched the lives of many. Remember, my little ones, that a smile is a magical gift that you carry within you. It has the power to bring joy to others and brighten the world around you. So, let your smiles shine bright, and may you spread happiness wherever you go, just like Lily, the girl with the most magical smile. And they all lived happily ever after, sharing smiles and laughter, just like Lily, the smiling princess of Joyland. The end. Rainbow sun with face.